Making a splash screen animation like this is very easy as long as you understand the tricks that is involved. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I made this, and I'll show you other ways you can be able to get something like this done as well. So for an instance, I'm going to bring up iPhone 16 screen here and just drag it somewhere here. So the idea here is for you to just determine how you want something to look at the beginning. Okay, so let's say this guy is going to be like this at this point, or maybe, okay, I'm going to duplicate this frame, Ctrl D like this, and I'll say this one is going to be circle here, and I'll duplicate again, and this one is going to be maybe smaller like this. Okay, so and I'll duplicate again. I'll say maybe this one is going to grow up like this. So all I just have to do now is to select this frame. Let me shift them a little bit so you'll be able to see the gap in between them. So if I select this frame and I'm going to prototype, okay, so the prototype is going to be like this. Once this frame is open, let me cancel this. Once this guy is open, okay, so all you just have to do now is to change from tap to after delay, then determine the duration you want it to be. Okay, for now I'm going to make it 5 milliseconds. So, and the animation type is going to be smart animate. And for now, if you want something that you are doing here to be seen, okay, most times I recommend the duration should be 1000 milliseconds. Okay, so and I just use the curve, the easy and easy out curve there. Okay, so then the next thing you have to do is just to begin to connect others. Change this from tap to after delay, make the delay 5 milliseconds. Okay, it must not be 5 milliseconds, but it all depends on the delay, like how long you want it to wait before it will start moving to another screen. So we are going to change them or maybe play with the delays again so that you understand how the delay works. Okay, I'm going to click on this now, and I'll press shift space bar to launch. Now can you see the animation plays like this? Okay, so if I have another screen here, maybe I duplicate Ctrl D. So I'm going to take this one in this place now. Okay, this rectangle that I scaled up. Okay, I will go to the animation, to the appearance and make it 0 opacity, and maybe I'll just write a text here. For instance, get started. I'm going to just customize the text the way I want it to be, so make it 20 and shift A to add auto layout and give it something like, okay, in this one I'm going to give it a feel of black like this, and the text is going to be white obviously. So now I'm going to take this and align it something like this. Okay, I'm going to maybe give it a padding of 20 by 20 for an instance. Okay, it doesn't matter, just the way you style your own button. I believe you've done it very well there. So now what we'll do is to maybe, for an instance, if I should have another frame. Okay, so let's say I have another frame here, and in this particular frame maybe I don't have all of those stuff there. So what I have here now is like the main structure of my screen. So I have something here, something here, you know, just like the normal app that we have. Okay, just have something like this. Okay, so if I play right now, it's going to, yeah, now this is where I stop because I've not prototyped this one to do anything. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to also prototype this one as it moves in, it should also move into this one. So after delay 5 milliseconds, and it should move into this one. Okay, so if I should play now, you can see it will now move to this one. So what happens here, it will stay here permanently for now until I have to prototype that when you click on this get started, it should now move me to this frame. So what I'll do is to select that button there and then prototype that when there's a tap on you. Okay, I think in this time now we are going to make the animation to be instant, and that should be it. Okay, now if you come here to this splash, to the beginning of the screen, to play the animation and start. Yeah, so all you just have to do now is to click here and then you move to this place like that. Okay, now let's say we want to go a little bit more advanced. Now in this case, I'm going to select this frame now like this, and let's say I want to use a particular button or a particular logo, for an instance. So assuming that this is my logo, so let's take our step a little bit further. Okay, let's make things a little bit more advanced. Let's say I already have a logo that I want to animate. I want it to be on the splash screen. So all I just have to do is to bring up a frame like this and then make something, bring the logo here. Okay, so and then I'm going to scale this logo. Something like this should be fine. And I'm going to make something here, for an instance. So what I'm going to do now is to select while you are here. The key or something that you have to note here is that you don't bring a different frame like this and then maybe for some reason you bring another logo and you bring another frame and you bring another logo. You know, if you do it that way, it's going to be very completing and the animation is not going to be smooth. So okay, so all you just have to do is to make one frame, put the logo there, design that frame the way you want it to be before you begin to duplicate the frame. Okay, like now that I've added the logo in, so all I just have to do is to begin to duplicate the frame, okay, and begin to stylize the host of the way I want it. So in this case, what I'm going to do now is to say, in this place, this logo is going to be like this. So because this is a frame now, I can just say in this place the logo is going to just be the icon. So I'll click content so that the logo will be, the name of the logo will be hidden, or the name of the brand will be hidden like that. And I'm going to center this guy, and in this case I'm going to duplicate this one. Okay, so and in this place this one is going to be like this. Okay, and I'll click content so the name will be hidden like that. I'll make sure it's in the center of the frame so that it's going to be very smooth. Then I'll move forward again and duplicate Ctrl D like this. Okay, so here the logo is going to be like this again, and I'll click content and I'll align to the center. Okay, so the next thing is, okay, let me have another one here. All right, so something like this. Now everything looks identical right now, so all I just have to begin to do is to begin to stylize each page or each frame the way I want it to be. So in this first frame I want this logo, so I'm going to select the scale tool here and scale this logo very big like this. Okay, why I scale it like that, I'm going to select the move tool again and then change the opacity to 0. All right, so in this case I'm going to make this one maybe a little bit bigger, so I'll select the scale tool and make it a little bit bigger like this. Yeah, just like this. So and the next one, the logo is going to be like this. Okay, and the next one, the logo is going to be like this. And the next one, the logo, I'm going to scale it up again like this. Okay, and maybe scale it very big, and I'm going to use the move tool and go to the appearance and make this 100 like that. Okay, all right, so let's say I'm assuming that this is the frame that, okay, where I already have my design. Okay, so then what is going to happen is that this guy will disappear and come to this one. Oh, let me get it out. I'm going to duplicate this, Ctrl D, and select the logo there. It will be very difficult to select, but I think the logo has been selected. But if you cannot select the logo because you have turned the opacity to 0, all you just have to do is to select the frame here and go to the frame itself. You see when it is minimized, you can see if I turn it off, this is it. Okay, but when you expand it like this, now I can see we have the logo in there. Okay, so if you turn on the opacity back to 100, you see it's still there. So all I just have to do now is to delete it because I don't need it on this frame. And maybe I can decide to design it in another way. Let's say I delete that guy there, and this one that I scaled, I'm going to scale it down again. So instead of it moving down, so it's going to be like it moved up like this. Okay, so I'll scale it down. Sorry. So what I'll do now is to make something like this, and I'm going to write get started like this. So I'll press Shift A to add auto layout, and I'll give it a fill, something like this, and this one is going to be 20, and the auto layout there is going to be, the padding is going to be 20, and then I'll move it here and make something like this. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is to take this one here. Okay, this is maybe where I have to sign in, or maybe the home page of your app. So begin to prototype now. So now that you've designed this one here, I'm going to take the prototype here, say after delay, and the delay is going to be what? Okay, in this case now I'm going to make the delay 1 millisecond. Okay, because I don't want it to delay much, I just want it to be as fast as it can. Then the duration is going to be 1000, and I'm going to take this one to this after delay 1 millisecond. Okay, and this one after delay 1 millisecond. And this one after delay 1 millisecond. Okay, so this one now, this is where it's going to end, but this, in this place, you are the one that have to trigger it to the next page now. So, and that is by you clicking on that button to get started, and then to now take it to the page that you want to get started with. So this is on top. The animation is going to be instant, so it's going to be smart. All right, so now let's see what you've done so far. You take this guy and you prototype like this. Now, did you see the way it moves? Okay, if I play that again, to play like this. Interesting, right? Okay, so you can begin to sweeten it up a little bit like this one. You can see the way this button came in like this. it's not as smooth as it's supposed to be. So what we can do there is to select this button, Ctrl C, and take this button, Ctrl V, put it here, then move it downward like this. So in this case now, if you refresh again, let me start from the beginning. So it's going to be cool, right? Okay, so now in some cases in this area where it reviewed the full name, okay, I think it has to stay a little bit so that it's not going to be, it shouldn't move very fast like other page. So what I'm going to do now is to come to this page and tell it that after delay, the delay here has to be like 1000 milliseconds, that is 1 second, so that it will stay for a while for people to be able to maybe mention the name of the brand or the name of the app first before it will not disappear. So that is what I want there. So now I made it 1000. You can see it will now stay for a while and then move again. Okay, so another way you can also come up with something cool is this. You can see in this area, this place zooms in. Okay, now if you come here and you change this curve, if you come into this curve and change it to something like a custom bezier, okay, or maybe you can select from this preset that I already made here, like if you say quick, okay, what that means is that if you refresh this guy now, you can see the way it came in. Wow, something like this. It's very fast and then move. Okay, it's started very fast here and landed here and then begin to move like this. So but I think this area should stay a little bit longer. So what I'm going to do is to make it something like 10,000 or maybe 5,000 milliseconds. Okay, 5,000, that is 5 seconds. So it should now maybe stay for a while. Yeah, stay for a while, and then close up. This is it's wasting a lot of time there. I think it's not cool. So I'm going to maybe create something like 2000. Yeah. So and in this area as well, I think I should change the animation from whatever it is to something quick. So it's going to be very fast as well. Now if I play again, you see it will move, stay for a while, and disappear. Oh, I don't know if that is nice, but you can begin to experiment to get what you want there. Okay, so I've done a couple of things here that made this one to look like this, right? Okay, or maybe I have also done some things here like this particular one where you have this area here. So I think basically is what I've said in the other area that I used to make this one. You can see once I click on the get started button, it now takes me to the home page there. Okay, so if I play that again, so it all depends on however you want it. Okay, you begin to place the element the way you want them to be, and that is basically, it's like customize the elements, duplicate and customize again, duplicate and customize again. For it to be able to move by itself, it's the animation time has to be after delay. Okay, after delay it should move to the next place. After delay, then it moves to the next one. Then the last page where it has to be triggered, that shouldn't be after delay anymore. Okay, you must have to click on this. Okay, so it should not move by itself. Okay, I think after the splash screen, it has to be next to the authentication screen where users have to put in their documents, maybe sign up or log in. So once you click on get started, it will now take you to a page where you have to put in your login and all of that. So but what I've done here that is a little bit unique is that I've prototyped this guy that if he stays for a while and the user is not interested in logging in, or maybe is a little bit he's stating or something like that. Okay, if the user is not stays for about 5 seconds and he did not click on the get started button, then the animation should loop. That is, the animation should start all over again. Okay, so to do that here, it means that if I start from here, let me know if I can get this man done. If I add this iPhone 16 here, okay, let's see. Wow. So maybe I'm going to style this a little bit, and I'll make something like this, and I'll duplicate Ctrl D, Ctrl D, Ctrl D, and maybe I will make this one, rotate this one here, and make this one 200, and make this one I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I'm just doing it. Okay, so I'll duplicate this, Ctrl D, and maybe I'll move this one up here. So this should be the button that you're supposed to click, and yeah, so this is the button you're supposed to click to go to the next frame here. Ctrl D. So I'm going to make this one white and structure this one the way it's supposed to be structured. Okay, so this is not the best in the world, but I believe you get what I'm doing. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is to prototype. Now after delay, come here. After delay, you can leave it an instance. It will just be switching like button, but most times you have to use smart animate so that the animation is going to be smart. So 1 millisecond, and I'm going to take this one after delay, 1 millisecond, and I'll take this one after delay, 1 millisecond, and I'll take this one, okay, after delay, 1 millisecond. Then now in this area, this is where it's going to stop. Now what I can do now is that if you click on this guy, it should now move you to the screen that you have designed. Okay, that is on top. You can make it smart animate, but that is if you have designed it to reflect on smart animate now, because if I make it smart animate and just click, I think it's going to look nice. But now you can see if I play this guy, it will move like this, right? Now if I click on this one, it will not go to this place. But let's say if you stay for this is the page that you have to put in your login details, or maybe your the home screen of the app or the website. Okay, if you stay on this plus, on the end of this splash screen, that is on the get started page, if you stay for about 5 seconds or 10 seconds and you did not do anything, for me, I think the animation should keep on entertaining you, or maybe should keep on, on looping and looping. So it will just be, it will not just be on that page and be waiting for you. Okay, so that is what I think I'd like to do, or I think it should be. Okay, so what I'll do now is that if you play the animation here, it just stopped here, right? So what we can do is to tell this one that if they do not touch you, if you are not clicked, if the action, if this man is not clicked to the next page for after delay for about 5 seconds, so for 5 seconds it's going to be 5,000 milliseconds. Okay, then I'm going to make this one 1,000. Okay, so if you are not, if the button that is on this page is not clicked for 5,000 milliseconds, it will automatically loop. So if I should play this again, now if I click here, it will go to the next page. That means the operation has ended. But if I come here and I do not click this one for 5,000 milliseconds, that is 5 seconds, you can see it will go back to the beginning again. And if you leave it still, whenever, it will keep on looping and looping and looping and looping. So that's exactly what is happening here right now. Okay, at first it will come like this and stays for a while, and just continue the movement there. All right, so this is where I'm going to stop today. If you have further question about this, maybe you want me to make more examples, or maybe any other issues that you might have about this, okay, please, I will be waiting, and I will be waiting for your questions, and I will try as much as I can to answer you as soon as possible. All right, bye.